You've been told your daydreaming is a problem, that you're maladaptive, that you're escaping reality instead of facing it, that there's something wrong with you. But what if the label itself is the problem? Maladaptive daydreaming is when someone spends an excessive amount of time daydreaming, often becoming completely immersed in their imagination. The daydreams are vivid and complex, with plots and characters that can develop over years. Maladaptive means it's seen as an unhealthy or negative attempt to cope with a problem. It causes significant distress and impairment, meaning it interferes with work, relationships, or daily functioning. But here's what the definition doesn't tell you. Maladaptive daydreaming is almost always a coping mechanism. It's not a character flaw, it's a survival strategy. Maladaptive daydreaming is most common in people with conditions that affect their mental health or brain function. Research shows nearly 80% of people with maladaptive daydreaming also have ADHD, followed closely by anxiety disorders, 71.8%, depression, 56.4%, and OCD, 53.9%. It's also more common in people who have experienced abuse or trauma during childhood. Think about that for a moment. The people who daydream the most are often the people who have been through the most. Their minds created a sanctuary when the outside world wasn't safe. That's not broken. That's brilliant. Here's the truth no one tells you. The only reason daydreaming is seen as negative is because of the capitalist demand for our attention and labor. We live in a world that expects you to be plugged in at all times. Productive, available, scrolling, consuming, creating, value for someone else. A mind that wanders is a mind that isn't producing, and that's a threat to the system. But what did people do before cell phones? Before television? Before even music? They daydreamed. They sat and let their minds wander. They told themselves stories. They imagined other lives, other worlds, other possibilities. That wasn't a disorder. That was being human. Highly sensitive people, HSPs, neurodivergent folks, the deeply feeling ones, are drawn to escapism for a reason. Your nervous system processes more sensory information than the average person. The world is louder, brighter, more intense for you. Escapism isn't running away. It's regulation. It's how you reset an overwhelmed nervous system. And it actually takes a highly sensitive person to be deeply engaged with escapism. Your imagination isn't a weakness. It's a gift. It's the thing that kept you alive when the world was too much. Your daydreaming isn't a disorder. It's a doorway. The full framework on how to work with your daydreaming as a tool for healing, not fighting against, it lives in my guides. You can find the link below. Comment below. What's one thing you've been told about your daydreaming that never felt true?